Hey guys, it's Stacy with Chapter Chicks, and everyone has said that they want me to break my haul down into 3 parts. So thank you everyone who commented and helped me out with this decision. I've been filming videos for 3 years, and Jessie filmed just one video in my cubby, and she said to me, why don't you do it backwards so you can utilize the light coming in through that window? It took her one time to figure that out, and I've been doing it for 3 years, and I'm like, ugh. Why didn't I think of that? If you guys watched our best 12 of 12 video, you know that one of our series challenges is to finish up some series that we've had open for too long and get 5 series done. One of the series that I picked for that is the Halo series. That's what the first book in the Halo series looks like, so I went ahead and bought book 2 and 3 in that series. Second one in the series is Hades, and the third and final book in that series is Heaven. Another series that I plan on finishing this year as part of my challenge is the Hush Hush series by Becca Fitzpatrick. Finale at Walmart. This Walmart special edition one has a letter to Nora from Patch in the back flap of it. I thought that was a really cute addition. At the back cover, it's got like all these creepy people on the back. Yeah, looking forward to getting that series over with. Book 2 in the Curse Worker series, this is Red Gloved by Holly Black. White Cat, which is the first one, there's a picture of it. It was really good. I loved that book. It was like gangsters meet magic. I have heard that Red Glove doesn't even compare to White Cat, that it's really goes downhill in this book. If you are somebody who has not purchased White Cat yet and you're still wanting to check out the Curse Worker series, do not get these covers. They've had a cover change. These movies I'm really looking forward to. I want to read the book, get them out of the way so I can then go enjoy the movie. One that I'm probably most looking forward to, except for Warm Bodies, is Life of Pi. This is about a sinking cargo ship, and there's only one lifeboat, and the only survivors from that ship is Pi, a hyena, a wounded zebra, an orangutan, and a 450-pound tiger, all on this little lifeboat. Looks adorable. I cannot wait to read it. Oh my gosh. It just feels magical when I hold it. I feel the magic. Next movie that I'm really looking forward to is The Cloud Atlas. This again is the movie cover, but I don't mind this movie cover so much, and I don't know what the original cover looks like, and I don't want to know because they only had movie covers at Walmart, but I got it for $12, which I think is a pretty good deal. It sounds like this guy is a flat-out adventurer. He likes philosophy and things like time travel and stuff, and the result of this brilliant original fiction reveals how desperate people connect, and how their fates intertwine, and how their souls drift across time like clouds across the sky. So I've seen the movie trailer and I've read the synopsis, and I'm still not 100% sure of what this book is actually about, but it looks amazing. Keeping up with the same adaptation theme, this book is supposed to be turned into a TV series. I've always wanted it, and I found it on sale for $7. Under the Dome by Stephen King. I have yet to still experience a Stephen King book. I know what's wrong with me. I don't know. But this bad boy is even bigger than Gone with the Wind. I didn't think a book could even get bigger than Gone with the Wind. This is 1,072 pages long. It's about a normal city that one day gets cut off from the rest of the world by an invisible barrier. Planes crash into it. There's even somebody who is gardening when it comes down and their hand gets chopped off. Then there's a power struggle within the dome between an Iraq vet, a politician, and a cook. If you put this in your purse and somebody attacks you, you could swing your purse around and totally knock that person out with this book in it. I mean, look at that thing. I mean, listen. That is a hard spine. Like, I'm like straight up punching it and it's not even bending. Like, seriously, you will knock them out with this thing. Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. Love this cover. I love black and red and white. I think they're a beautiful color combination. Got star constellations in it. That's nice. And it's about the circus that just pops up in the middle of the night. It's not there during the day, and all of a sudden it's there at night, and in the morning it's gone. And in that circus there's 2 magicians, rival magicians, named Celia and Marco. During their fight for power or whatever, they fall in love, and their love sets a domino effect that affects the rest of the circus. So I don't know if there's magical aspects to the circus. It kind of makes it sound like that when it says it just disappears by morning. I wonder what's up with this constellation that they keep showing over and over throughout the book. I bet that comes into play somehow. Bleed. If you notice, the heart is like thumbprinted blood. This has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, I miscounted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, I did. I count right. Yay me! Tells the story from each of their perspectives, and considering how small the book that is, that's a lot of people to jam in that little bit of book. But it says, Nicole has a not-so-secret crush on her boyfriend. Robbie will kill for true love, he has before. Joy hates boys, and today they're going to pay. Derek can get any girl except the one he wants. Kelly has 2 boyfriends, but one is in jail. Sean wants to do the right thing, or does he? And I was really excited about this, and then when I showed it to Jessie, I'm like, Jessie, look, you know, I was showing her all my books, and she said that she read it, and it was awful. So, it's like, it would have been nice if she told me that before I bought it. But I'm still going to read it, and I'm still going to give it benefit of the doubt. That's the second time Jessie's done that to me. There's another book that forever I was waiting for her to read it, and it was Ash by Melinda Lowe, and I kept asking her, did you read it yet? Did you read it? And she said Ash is awful, that she hated it, and she told me this right after I bought it. It's like, thanks, cherished sister. Thanks for looking out. Being Light by Helen Smith. That lighting makes it so hard for you guys to see these. This book sounds so kooky that when I read it, I'm like, I got to read it to find out what all of this is about. It's about a guy named Roy Travers, and he, for a living, sets up bouncy houses. And one day he is blown away by a freak gust of wind that blows him completely away. And his wife, Sheila, then thinks that he was bouncing on the bouncy house, and he bounced up into outer space and has been kidnapped by aliens. So then she goes and launches an investigation to prove that her husband bounced up into space, and try to find him and try to contact the aliens who took him. Like, seriously? Have you heard anything that even comes close to that crazy of a plot? Woo! Running out of breath. It is not easy to book haul. Siren by Janet Fox. Tagline is 2 girls, 1 gangster, 1 deadly secret. So it's set back in 1925. And there's this girl named Josephine whose father sends her to the city to try to find a husband. There she befriends the head gangster's girlfriend, and she finds out secrets that can make the empire come crushing down. So then Jo has to choose between losing her soul or losing herself in a decade of decadence. I found an Agatha Christie box set at Walmart for $15. And the Renown is one of her most popular reads, and I do like the covers. I don't mind that they're mass produced. 10 strangers who go to a mansion on a deserted island, and then 9 are at the dinner party. Then one was, I guess one was murdered. And then 8 survive a violent storm. And then 7, who among them is the killer, and will any of them survive? So people keep dropping like flies. Murder on the Orient Express. It says, just after midnight on the famous Orient Express is stopped on its tracks by a snowdrift, and in the morning they find the millionaire Samuel lies dead in his compartment, stabbed a dozen times, and his doors are locked from the inside. Body in the Library, and this is about a guy who wakes up one morning and he goes downstairs into his library, and he finds a girl who's been murdered, who's got a dress on, she's got heavy makeup smeared all over her face. She's dead. He doesn't know who she is or where she came from. She's just dead in his house. And then the last little tidbit in the box set that you get is an Agatha Christie Clues to Christie guide, which I guess explains, it's an introductory guide to explain all of her different works. Did you guys know that Agatha Christie disappeared for 3 days and she doesn't remember what happened to her? When I first got this box set, that's what I thought the little white book was about, like clues to what happened to her during those 3 days that she disappeared. Doctor Who has an answer for it, but real life does not have an answer to what happened to Agatha. Grimm Legacy. This is about a girl named Elizabeth, and it sounds like that she works in a library that has Grimm brother objects in the library that start to get stolen. Venom. And it's a beautiful book. It's set in Venice. Like, see the little guy on the boat? This is about a girl named Cassandra. She lives in Venice. It sounds like she's very rich. One day she finds a murdered woman on the streets who's got a big red X across her heart, cut into her chest. Finds the secret society that the murderer is a part of. So she's got to find the murderer before he finds her. Last 2 in the haul I am really excited for. I've been wanting these books forever, but it's got a backstory. I always end up with at least one backstory per haul. So, you thought you almost got this haul without a backstory. You were wrong. Bam. These are the Borders Classic Leatherbound Edition. I've been wanting these forever. They're beautiful. Oh, I love them. But when I was looking at the prices of them online, I noticed that, for one, the prices were a lot cheaper than when I first seen them. And Crime and Punishment, they didn't even have on the site anymore because they stopped making them. So it made me think, is Barnes & Noble going out of business? I looked into it. Is Barnes & Noble going out of business? That's what I typed. And I came up with the whole story of Barnes & Noble and what has happened over the last couple years. So, what happened is Barnes & Noble, they wanted to come up with a device that would put all other bookstores out of business, and they succeeded with the ebook. We all know the ebook had killed my beloved Borders. That's why I kind of hate Barnes & Noble. Their little monster they have created has come back to bite them in the butt. Their sales now are going down because people don't like the Nook anymore, I guess, and are buying off of Amazon because it's cheaper. They are now going downhill as well. They're predicting that they might go out of business by the end of the year. Wall Street had like projected sales of Barnes & Noble where they predicted what they would make and how much they would lose during the year. And their sales are like way below that mark so far for the year. So they're saying by the end of the year it might go out of business, which is not a big thing to me because I personally blame Barnes & Noble 100% for my Borders going out of business. But I know there is a lot of people who shop at Barnes & Noble and would not want that to happen. Saga continues. Since Amazon and Barnes & Noble are the only two big companies that are still buying hard-covered books from publishing companies, they're predicting that if Barnes & Noble goes out of business, the publishing company world will not be far behind it. That scares the crap out of me to know that my generation might be the generation to see the end of the published book. Books have been around forever, and for us just to let them die because of technology is, it's awful. One reason why I've been going on like a crazy buying splurge, because by the end of the year, we might start to see the end of the published book. If I have to purchase an ebook to continue my love of reading, be forced to buy an ebook that make it so the only way I can still read, I will probably stop reading. That's how much it makes me mad. I refuse. I refuse to buy an ebook. After me and Jessica discussed it, we decided that if it does happen, then we figured that they will still publish some books and still sell them through Amazon, but prices of books that are a published copy will go up tremendously. Like, it will be extremely expensive to buy any kind of book, or they could go out of business altogether and you can only get them in ebooks. Let's all pray that it doesn't happen, and if it does, we should know by the end of the year. That's what all the reports are saying. We should know how Barnes & Noble is going to fare by the end of the year. Again, more backstory to these. These are leather bound. I do not want real leather bound books. I don't want to be holding a book knowing that I'm holding a skinned animal hide in my hand. That grosses me out. So I did a lot of research on these, and they're made by Bind It Leather. And if the company buys the Bind It Leather from Italy or Germany, then it does have particles of real animal hide in it. But if the Bind It leather is bought from China, then it's not real leather. It doesn't have real animal hide in it. This leather was bought in China. That's where Barnes & Noble gets their leather. So it does not have real animal hide in it. So that might be a downfall for you because some people do want genuine real leather bound books. I don't. So it was a plus for me. Crime and Punishment. This is what the inside flap looks like. These are beautiful, beautiful books. I love them. They have the bookmark thingy in it, which is a plus. This might be sad to say, but I'm not quite sure what Crime and Punishment is actually about. I just know that it's a classic that I should read. Next one I got, then the last one, the one I'm most excited for, is Dracula. Oh my gosh. I do not have a copy of Dracula. I have not read Dracula. I know, what's wrong with me? My obsession with vampires, and I haven't even read Dracula. I just now read Interview with a Vampire. If you are a vampire freak like I am, those are the two books you should have under your belt. Interview with a Vampire and Dracula. I am really looking forward to this, and it has one of my favorite quotes from the book on the back. Listen to them, the children of the night, what music they make. Ah! And if you can tell, these little vines have little bat wings on them, and then there's the side with the little bat wings. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. And here's what the inside looks like, and again, it has one of those bookmark thingies. One complaint I have about these is that the decoration on the side of them, as you can see, is painted on. This is like a paint. Like, I can rub my finger across this and there'll be like flecks of black paint on my finger. And like, even when you first get it and you kind of flip through it, some of the pages are sticking together because it literally looks like and feels like they took a paintbrush and just painted the edge of the book. I don't care because look how pretty. Oh my gosh. I cannot wait to get the rest of these books, and they're the same size and everything. They knew what they were doing. yeah, so I hope you enjoyed part 1 of this haul. Next week I will be doing a book review again, and then the week after that I'll be doing part 2 of the haul. Thanks for watching my haul, and I hope you enjoyed it.